All right, everyone, we are here at Gen Con and we are playing Ryu. In fact, we just did finish it, funny enough. It was a race between Sophie and I. And you know what? I think she was a hair's breadth away. Instead of going here, she should have went here. And I'll explain kind of to you what happens here. Each of us have a homeland here, and that's represented by this tile. This was my homeland, and this is the father of the children. What's your name? Mike. This is Mike's home island. Alex, this was her home island, and Kevin. And then this was Sophia's over here, all right? Now you can visit your opponent's home island, and if you do, then basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna get a little merchant token, and merchant tokens kind of allow you to be able to do special things to get governors. Governors represent wilds, and that'll make sense here in a second when I explain. Because then what you do is you're gonna flip this coin. That tells you how many cubes you're gonna draw out of the bag. You'll draw them out of the bag, and then whether you draw 4 or 5, or I'm sorry, because it would be 4 or 5, you're going to then split that between you and whomever owns that island. So basically, if I visited Sophia's island, then I would flip it over, okay, and now we would draw out the cubes, and then I'd say, okay, well, there's 4, I want this one, she would take 2, and then I'd take the last one, and then we'd put them behind our screen. The goal here is to try to turn over our little stuff here, and down here at the bottom, it shows you exactly what you need to be able to build your little contraption. I don't really understand exactly why we're building it. I guess Ryu is supposed to be rising up out of the sea or something like that, and this is gonna be like something special. Be like, hey, check out what we built for you as you're rising out of the sea. But then there's other little areas that you can also visit as well. These are ways that you can spend your tokens that you gathered, or even your gold, to be able to try to make improvements. So for instance, you can spend 2 gold to get a governor, and a governor can represent a wild of any one of the cubes to be able to try to build. Or you could go to a location here where you can spend gold and you can flip tiles over. Because as these homeland tiles flip over, you're not going to be able to visit them, and the only way to get them to flip back up is to have either 4 of them flipped over, then all of them flip back up, with the exception of the last one that was just flipped over. Or you can go to one of these special tiles and maybe keep your homeland face up, because you want to entice people to your island. You want them to come there because that's the best way for you to be able to get cubes. The other thing is that you can get these little pirate tokens, and what those do is whenever you visit this island, you can spend them pirate tokens, and everybody has to reveal, oh, look at it, if you have more than 4 cubes, they all go into the center of the board here, and then you can steal one of them, and then the rest of them are going to go in this cup. The only one that's weird is this white one. This is kind of the reset factor of the bag, and what that does is it stays in here, and then whenever it's drawn, we go into a bidding, and that's actually how I ended up winning the game, oddly enough. We go into a bidding round, and what we do is we all just take as many cubes as we want, put them out, and then we turn it over, and whoever has the most is going to be able to flip over one of their pieces for free. Everybody else is going to be able to take these little tiles for however many cubes that they bid. So if they bid like 4 of them, they can say, well, I want 2 of these merchants and 2 of these pirates. The winner of the game is whoever flips over the last tile first. And I thought you were going to get it, because here's the deal. She has all of these merchant tokens sitting in front of her. She came over here to her dad's island and was like, because he's, let's be nice to the family. And she pulled out cubes. But if she would have went over here, she could have spent those tokens, just kept getting these governors, and these would have counted as wild, and she was 1 tile away from winning the game. So close. So close. But at the same time, did you have fun? Did you like it? Did you? Yeah? Did you guys like it?
Yes.
Yeah? Did you like it?
It was pretty good.
And Kevin likes everything. So that is Ryu. It's from Asmodee Games. Check it out.